Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom review. See my title below? Yes! This is on episode 12, the final and last episode of Masamune Kun no Revenge, and honestly, I was disappointed with this episode. It felt like it didn't really end. Like, the ending was just, like, it left us with so much questions as an anime watcher only. I know that you guys, I saw people in the forums saying it, people in the comments are saying it, that it's going to be weird with where it ends up ending, if it's going to end after the dance, to which there wasn't even a dance at all. I'm not too sure if that is something they changed up, or you know, there's no dance in this at all actually in the manga. If so, then I don't know, but I was expecting like some sort of dance, even if he ends up losing, you know, and she ends up dancing with him because he ends up helping her, kind of thing, something like that. But that ends up not happening. But now I'm not gonna lie here, I did enjoy the first half of this episode, the whole Snow White thing, Masamune being sick and everything, and you know, they can't find Gaso. He can't, you know, get Yoshino to free him, considering she's on stage. So the only thing he can do, of course, is, you know, he doesn't want to see this happen to Aki, even though he wants his revenge on her. So he ends up going and, you know, taking that role, even though he's gonna end up losing because he can't do his play after. But pretty much, it was pretty cool to see, of course, you know, him being super sick, him like barely being able to walk over there. That part when he was about to fall back and Yoshino helps him and he turns around like, oh, thank you, and she just like, and he's like, oh shit, master, pretty much, and she just like, you know, don't forget this, and pushes him forward. And then of course, you know, it looks like, are they gonna really kiss? How is this kiss gonna be? And I actually really enjoyed the kiss. It was a really nice kiss. He went full on in it. I don't know if it was because he was kind of delirious and stuff, but like all the times before, it looked like he was too nervous to do that kind of thing. And then full on, he just boom, he just kisses her. He's even continuing to kiss her, like he didn't stop, and she ends up, of course, punching him. To which everyone was like, oh, I'd be like that too. I'd be like, whoa, why the what kind of Snow White is this? First, the prince shows up and he's all sickly, and then after, he ends up kissing her and she punches him out. What the heck, you know? And then the curtains come down, and then they lived happily ever after. Like, oh, it's okay. There's like the awkward clap you see at like a play or something. That it was I mean, it was good, but like it went weird. It didn't go the way you thought it would, and that was you know, specifically right there was definitely something that I would be like, okay, yeah, good job. But yeah, I really enjoyed the kiss. I'll say it, I did enjoy the first half a lot. The second half, though, honestly, it felt like we could have had something else in there, and it was kind of like a filler of sorts, kind of like a promotion of songs. I'll say this here, I'm always, you know, I always love when an anime throws in the opening into an episode or something like that, and it was cool with that. I'm not too sure what the other songs were, except the ending that Masamune ended up destroying everyone's ears from. But yeah, if you guys can comment below, or any of those other songs from animes that maybe, or from this anime in particular that was shown but I just don't remember or something, feel free to comment below on those, because I was kind of confused, like, is this a song I should know, kind of thing, you know? But I, of course, didn't. I only knew the opening for this song and the ending for this song, and then, of course, one of them, the one which I did enjoy that part, the one with Neko and Aki singing together. I did enjoy that song. I guess that was from the anime that she cosplayed as, like, several episodes ago. That part was actually nice. I did like them singing together. I did enjoy that. But the rest of it just felt like, yeah, sure, let's just throw in a karaoke moment and have them pretty much, you know, hey, here you go, promotion songs. And yeah, that ends up being the end of the you know, not the end of the episode, obviously, but like a big majority of the episode. And I just felt like it was kind of, we could have had something better than that. I'm not too sure if that's how it is in the manga as well. If so, then I guess okay. But it just, for an anime watcher only, I know, like I said, like people in the forums and everything, people in my comments said it would be awkward. It's gonna be weird for where it ends up ending, especially if there's no season two, and there's no season two announcement yet. Like seriously, maybe if there was a season two announcement, I would have been okay with this episode. But there was no announcement at all, which ends up leaving an anime watcher only like me could like left like there's not a satisfying ending. Masamune didn't get his revenge. He didn't even like start like sure it seems like this is the same old throughout the whole season. He didn't fully fall in love with her either. Aki's still kind of the same way, and I guess it was too much to ask at the ending for another kiss, and ends up just shoving food in his mouth, which was still like oh okay, like he says his next plan is like this Paris, I think, some field trip, which I would be like, oh shit, second season. There's no announcement of that, but it shows that there's a possibility of there being a second season. But I really, really, really hate when animes do that, when they show there's like, yes, there's more after this, and there's a possibility of a second season, but no announcement. And then you're left like years later on, like, man, I really wish that anime, ended differently, at least giving us some closure. Instead, it just left us like, hey, go read the manga. That's pretty much how it is. And I have no problem with going to read the manga. And I honestly might, because honestly, I feel like this anime ended and I have no closure at all. I want to know what the hell happens. Even like the whole thing with Gasso using her, they don't mention or end anything about that. It just literally just ended the same way it's been, with a kind of thing where it seems like he had a chance to do something, he ends up not doing his revenge kind of thing, and he ends up obviously falling for her, to which of course she ends up kind of blushing and having these kind of moments with him, and then it ends with her just like shoving food in his mouth, and like that was pretty much the end of the episode, with him saying, yep, here's my next plan, I'm gonna get you next time, Aki. And that was the end of the anime. Like literally, I felt like the closure that it could have had if it ended anywhere else or anything, or I don't know, gave us a second season. There's no way, if there's no way for there to be closure without continuing to the second season, then I guess that just sucks and there's nothing you can do about it. But honestly, as an anime watcher only, it really, really, really just, it felt like it didn't end. That's pretty much how it is. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say about the episode. How did I feel about the season overall? Like I said, I did enjoy the beginning part. I did enjoy, at first I didn't like the part when they ended up bringing in Neko. I felt like they just threw in some obstacle, and that just felt like how it was throughout this anime. Which would be okay if there was already an announcement for a second season. I'd be okay with Gasso. But I know that everyone was saying that it's a very important, part in the whole series, so I'm okay with that. And I did enjoy Neko's arc as well, even though at first I didn't, So overall, I did enjoy, what it had. It's this anime, I'm gonna say right here, it's nothing new, nothing special. I mean, I like some of the stuff, but the way the anime ended up going, like I said, it's nothing new. A lot of people will say that, and that's not a problem. I still enjoyed it, But overall, in the end, I'm probably gonna give this like maybe a 6.5 or a 7. It's an average anime that I still enjoy. There's nothing wrong with being average, but it was nothing. It wasn't like horrible, and it wasn't amazing in my opinion. So that's why I give it like a 6.5 or a 7, somewhere straight right up in the middle. And that's just pretty much how I feel. The way it ended definitely brought the the rating down for me. It would be maybe for sure a 7, maybe a 7.5, but it had to be brought down because, in my opinion, for the anime at least, I'm not saying the whole story overall. Maybe the manga, probably the manga is 10 times better, but I think the way it ended, it ruined it for me. And like, I love the first half of this episode, but the second half, where it really mattered, where how it would show it ending, it gave no closure, it gave no answers to many of the questions that we still had, and it ends up leaving an anime watcher only with just like, wait, it ended? You know, that kind of feeling. So that's why I ended up bringing it down to like maybe a 6.5, maybe a 7, depending. I did enjoy the rest of the season still yet, you know. But yeah, it's really all I gotta say. Hopefully, maybe there will be a second season announcement somewhere in the future because I would like to, see what happens after. If not, I will probably just end up reading the manga because I did enjoy the overall plot and story of this, and I would like to see how it continues and everything. I think it's still ongoing, so maybe that'll be another manga to add to my manga reviews. But yeah, that's all I really gotta say, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Say if miss and you wanna, if there's anything I missed and you wanna talk about, feel free to comment below as well. Sorry if I sound kind of sick. I am a little. But yeah, if you did enjoy it, leave a like. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. And until next time, guys. See ya.